Hey guys, my name is Dre.
I'm Kenny J.
I go by the name of Pesa.
My name is Abisola.
It's your boy F to the Adio Fido.
Welcome to the cruise.
Hey guys, welcome to the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
I'm Dre.
Pesa.
And Abisola.
So today we're going to be talking about a lot of stuff, but we just want to say thank you to everyone who's joining for the first time.
Yeah.
If you are joining us for the first time, thank you for your support. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the red thingy down there. So today's topic, we're going to be talking about if it's possible for two people to love each other equally, or one person will eventually love more than the other. So should we start from Pesa or ladies first?
Ladies first.
Sincerely, I feel two people cannot just love each other equally. I feel that we love differently. That's what's the essence of this love language if we can love each other the same way. I feel the essence of love language is the little bit of barrier there that will make us love each other the same way. What entices me does not entice my partner. Yes, I'll try to do what entices him, but in the long run, I still feel it will still have a little edge. What he would do more. There's some things that are so comfortable for me to do because it is just me. And it's a different thing. I'm trying to learn and be intentional. There are times I'll have a little, because that's not me.
Mm-hmm.
For me now, what do they call it? Self-service, or what do we call it? That you love someone giving you the whole attention and time. And now going out with someone that is not used to all this charade, this play of emotion, and is trying to be intentional. There are times it will not meet up to my own standard. But because of the love, like, okay, he's trying. But if that is he himself, selfless, there will always be an each. So I feel that it is not possible for us to love each other equally.
Okay. In the context of the question or the topic, is it possible for two people to love each other equally? The answer is no. And I'll base my explanation off relationships like boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wives, and all of that. I don't think it's possible for a man and a woman that are in a relationship to love themselves equally. Why? The concept of love. I asked a friend to define love to me some weeks ago, and she said love is sacrifice. So if love is sacrifice, I don't think we all or both of us can sacrifice the same amount of things for ourselves. I cannot do some things for you and you can't do some things for me, but there's a limit to how far I can go for love. And it applies to both men and women. Let's say a young man sees this pretty girl and is like in a DM. He's been there for, let's say, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. And some men are that persistent. They won't stop. They keep at it. Keep at it until maybe one day she just gives in and says, okay, fine, I will agree to be your girlfriend. Now, she has given in not because she likes him, but because this guy has been disturbing me. She thinks she will go to love him. In that scenario, I don't think she would ever, even if they get married, ever love that guy as much as he loves her. So I don't think two people in a relationship or in a home marriage and stuff, I don't think they can have the same amount of love for themselves because love is sacrifice and I don't think we can give the same. I'm sure we can all relate to this thing. I don't think it's possible that two people will love the same. It's not.
So I have like an interesting perspective. I would like you guys to like give your opinions. And
Okay.
it's the idea of, she mentioned something about love languages.
Oh, okay.
And where did this idea of love language come from, if I may ask?
Love language.
I think it comes from what entices.
Like who came up with
Exactly.
love language?
I have no idea.
I have no idea.
Okay, that's interesting because I remember that I think it is someone who wrote like a book. Yeah,
Okay, it's a book
it's a book.
Wow.
Okay.
Who like emulated the whole love language thing.
from it.
So when I heard about that, and I was like, is the love language part of the Bible? Is it a religious thing?
Where did
That
it
kind
come
of
from?
stuff. Where did it come from? So when I now realized that, okay, someone who actually wrote a book and people like found that it made sense, that kind of thing. I was like, okay, that's fair. But left to me, I genuinely believe that love language is like a guideline, not necessarily like
Yeah.
Doesn't apply to everyone.
it doesn't apply to everyone.
Different
That's
love
true.
Not
language.
necessarily like a template. There are some people who everything in that love language they are doing it for their partner.
Exactly.
Whether is it by compulsion or by duty. But
Yes.
it comes from a place of love. Is it
Act of service.
Is it
Physical
words of affirmation?
touch.
Is it physical touch? It
Giving
sounds
and
like
receiving
things that you do
gifts.
for someone that you care about.
Yes. Like
Okay, if you
all
are
of
genuinely
them.
interested in them,
Like if you are
you
genuinely
pay attention
interested.
to what they want.
Yes.
Okay, she likes this thing, you get it for her.
Exactly.
If she's sad sometimes, words of affirmation, you
It takes
Exactly.
intentionality. Some men are so nonchalant and also the ladies.
Yeah,
Some of
that's-
us are actually nonchalant.
exactly.
Okay.
It took me time to actually understand this so-called love language of a thing. I'm just my everyday do my thing and go. So I think last year, it should be last year, my younger sister, we've been living together over time from school. And one day, recently, she said, so la, this your act of service. I think it's one of your love language, but me, I don't know how to do it.
Okay.
It's not as if she's a bad person, but for her, she feels there are other things. I love gifts. I can help you do some stuff, and I still feel it's not. But to her, it's a lot. Like, how can you help somebody to? It doesn't mean she's a bad person. Don't get me wrong.
I actually find that very interesting because one of the reasons why I'm not an advocate of love language. I feel
Okay.
like it's ridiculous. Because I'm like, what you are doing, it's basically programming people to feel like this aspect of me is enough. I've done this. This is my love, like an excuse. So just like saying, oh, my husband doesn't get me gift, but whatever, you should know how to do it. Like you should be getting you gifts.
Shouldn't
Like
say
it's- yeah, you
my
should.
love language
You use
is
one
this,
thing
so I can't do
to you
this
use something
because-
to suppress one thing.
So-
in the
so-
sense that
exactly.
You,
So anytime
if
I
one thing
hear-
is not giving me joy, one by one thing should give me joy now. Give and take.
So I feel like people who use love language, pardon me, they should be a very small minority that were not really taught this like the right way to love people. Me, I'm a Christian and I'll proudly say that I'm a Christian because one of the things that the Bible makes us understand is treat others the way you treat yourself.
Exactly.
It's not like there are specific things you could do. Like Jesus, the guy, he basically says, if you want to walk in my way, he does everything. Everything in that love language. He's doing everything.
Everything.
Exactly.
Everything.
Yes, he's
Exactly.
doing everything.
You're
So
right.
there's no, this is what I do. So
Some
Just
people
bear
they
with
will
me.
just pick two from the list and say this is what I subscribe to. This is my love language. So if you're not doing this, I will not love you. Like you said, it is ridiculous. Let me use myself as an example. Okay, what I love is I love to do for people. Act of service, gifting, physical touch. What's the other one? There's one other one that talks about attention and stuff. Quality time, right?
Quality time.
Yeah. So these are the things I love. Like when I have a partner, you should. These are the
it
things
comes out naturally.
Yes. So when I'm not getting these things, I guess I feel, but they are not my love. To give you love is not restricted to these things on the list. If I want to love you, I will not base it off these things and say, okay, oh, if I don't get 1, 2, 3, 4, then I cannot love you. No. Love is like I said earlier, it's sacrifice. A lot of things. If you don't even like receiving gifts, because I love you, you might want to give me.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's about just sacrificing for the person you love. So if you are not doing enough or you don't love that, like we said earlier, you might not love the person as much as the person loves you. So you won't want to sacrifice. There's some things that some partners, they'll be like, I can't do that for you, even if we've been together for 20 years.
Yeah.
That means I don't think I can sacrifice enough to that point for you. So if we can understand that love on its own, let's forget about love language now, it's about sacrificing.
Yes.
It will help us understand that if you are not ready to sacrifice the person you claim to love, then what is love?
Yeah, so if we are like going to tie it into today's topic, right? Now,
Yes.
today's topic is basically, is it possible for people to love each other equally?
Yes,
And your conclusion was like, it's impossible to love.
totally
Yes.
impossible.
And me, I feel like, now we're talking about possibility. And it depends on how you perceive love and how you rate it or gauge it for each other. So someone who, if you are going to use the guideline of the love language, how
Yes.
people receive and give love, right? Someone who loves communicating with gifts, like, okay, I messed up last time, but because I love you, I just want to buy stuff for you
Okay.
and show that I'm sorry. Or I just love this person so much that every time I come back, I just always buy this stuff for this person.
Okay.
Now, maybe the person is now weak when it comes to words of affirmation. Person doesn't know what to say. Person doesn't know how to put their words together. They don't know how to be emotionally, like, how will I put it, supportive. Like, okay, you can do this. They're like, you don't know. Then maybe this person now needs that kind of energy Like, I need you to tell me that I can do this, and I need you to tell me that everything will be fine.
Okay.
Can you like affirm me? Can you do that?
And you can't.
And the guy maybe is weak. Let's just say he can, he's trying, but it's just not there.
I think from that aspect, I will be talking about the intentionality. I said it earlier. There are some things I don't like to do. It's not because I don't like it. It's not just part of me, but my man likes it. One of it is the gift you talk about. I'm not the kind of person that fancy gifts. But fortunately or unfortunately, my man likes gifts.
So you
I can't
have
even
to-
remember buying it. But because he likes it, I need to kind of always have it one side of my mind that I need to get gift for this person. That's
So
the
it's like a
sacrifice.
sacrifice.
Yes, that's the sacrifice.
So you,
It doesn't
on your own,
necessarily-
you don't like gifting, or you don't really see. It's not part of you.
It's not part of me. You know, gift comes differently. For some, it could be in cash. For some, aside cash, just see something you like.
Like, yeah.
If you give me the money, yes, it's fine. But no, even if it is 20 naira and you can afford to give me 100 naira, that 20 naira thing that you buy, go, is the one that I want most. Just buy it and give me.
But with that explanation, don't you think like if you can put the idea of sacrifice, doesn't it mean like the love is equal?
If I can put the idea of in
Sacrifice.
between, because it's not part of me. That's why I said
Yeah, I
initially.
understand. I'm saying
It's not still will be equal
So
because I
remember-
will meet is
You want me to
No,
up to
oh,
yeah.
what he
yes.
Yeah, sure.
But I can struggle to at least
but the equality you're talking about is based on action and work. I'm talking about intention now. You mentioned intention.
yes.
So if you are going to use the idea of intentionality, like okay, let's just say both partners are intentional.
Yes,
Wouldn't you say that?
I think I'll bring that equal
it's now
in.
equal in that
Yes.
sense. Because love is not the work you do. Love is not what everybody is seeing.
Yes.
Love is how you feel about this person.
The
What's your thought
intentionality.
process?
Like I think the last time we talked, I was saying that the type of man I want, I'll always go for an intentional man. In the sense that if I know that this is what you like, I can go extra mile to get it.
There's a saying that goes like this. It says, I don't know if it says men or women should always go for who loves them the most.
I actually don't like that.
I don't know if you get
Yes.
that. Okay. there's
It
a-
is women going for who
Who
loves
loves them
them
the
most
most.
because a guy that loves you will go extra because it is believed that women are emotional. So no matter what, we'll still always
So-
want to meet you.
this particular saying, I think, is one of the reasons why we have this high rate of paternity fraud in this country.
And why is that?
Check it. Okay, so now I want to go for who loves me more than someone I love or someone we have this mutual fondness for ourselves, yeah? And I'm going for the Odogu that has come for me. Now I know that I don't love him as much as he loves me, but he gives me everything I want, physical, material stuff. He gets me bags, jewelries, and I go on private trips and stuff because he loves me more. And I just have to smile like, oh, Odogu, and that's okay. But now look at it. You don't love him. There's someone else at the background that you know that, oh, this is the person that you really, really have feelings for. But you're not digging him because you think the love you have for him is more than what he can give you. So you go for this person, and at the end of the day, you cheat. Because you feel like, okay, this man is loving me too much and I can't give him back what is given to me. Then you just look for your safe space and just go and hide there. And
But that's a very should I use the word complicated way of
Exactly.
someone even going that route to cheating or something?
women do it a lot. A lot of women will say, I won't settle with you because you don't love, because I love you more than you love. I've heard it a lot of time. I'm like, wait, it doesn't,
I've
not really-
actually heard it too.
You heard it too, right?
Yeah.
I think it's women that do it. They'll say, okay, I have man A and man B. Man A is one I am in love with, like madly in love with. Then second person is someone that is madly in love with me. Let's put it on the scale. She loves man A 70 to 30. He gives 30, she gives 70. Then man B gives her 80 and she gives him 20. Now she has seen that on this other part, I don't have to do anything. If I sneeze, yes, ma, I love you. Oh, your sneezing is beautiful. If I cough, oh, baby girl,
So
wow,
sweet.
you're so fine. So that said, she knows that in her heart of hearts, the next 100 years, she would not love that man as much. Because let's face it, yeah, you don't go into love. Oh. You cannot say, let's just start. Maybe later I will love him. It doesn't work that way. If you don't love him, it's stamped. So she now agrees to go with the man. Okay, let me just follow this man now. He loves me more. Then you, my friend, Dre, will be seeing like, now you guys now like, have this arrangements to see behind closed doors. Now, in her house or in her home, she gives this man 20% every day. He gives her everything. His heart, his mind, his body, his soul, but she gives him just 20%. There's a very high probability of that lady going out to cheat. There's a very big chance of her going out to cheat because she does not love him as much, and she doesn't love him. And I'm of this thought that in relationships there cannot always be 100%. I cannot love you as much as you love me, and if I'm giving you 20 today, sweetheart, please give us the 80.
I disagree.
You disagree?
Yeah, I do.
Why?
So I think it's based on perspective, right? So
Okay.
I believe that if you are raised in an environment where you see a lot of things happening, you adapt to the environment and think that way.
Yeah.
Right? So if you're surrounded around people who have this on and off kind of love, and you get used to it, I'm like, oh yeah, that's just the norm.
I love that word, on and off.
Yeah. But if you go into a new environment, maybe a different state, a different country, and you witness something close to, I'll say close to, so because I'm not God, I can't say it. 100% love, energy, intention.
Okay.
Starts to feel weird to you. Like, are you sure these people
It
are
feels
okay?
very weird.
It becomes very weird because this is what happens. I've seen a couple who genuinely love each other, intention wise. Remember, I didn't say don't work.
Yeah.
Intention wise, like, yeah, I'm not strong in this area, but I'll make sure at least give 60% of work in that area.
Yeah.
The intention of love there is 100%.
Okay.
I'm not changing this man for anything. I'm not changing this man for anything. I love him and I picked him. I decided to marry him and spend the rest of my life with him.
Okay.
And start a family, either this woman or this man.
Okay.
Now, outsiders who are watching this relationship will start like, something is wrong somewhere. Either there's something they're not telling us. One of them has to be cheating. Now you come up with your own excuses for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's weird to you. This comes from a place of your environment.
Okay.
Because for example, I've met a lot of women. They already ruled out marriage. They ruled out. Men.
Sometimes I don't think it's just environment.
So, like, there's even a reason why they even ruled out men. And I said, why? I said, okay, because look at what's happening in the society. Like, men will eventually cheat on you. So what's the point?
Experience.
Same thing with guys. Can't trust a man. No. See what's happening. See what's trending. on Twitter.
Say in quotes, you go to trust
You go
woman.
dey trend.
Honestly, at a point, I said I
if
put that
you now
surrogacy
pick
too.
just maybe very few group, like a very
Yeah.
few group, just take them to a foreign land. Maybe it's like maybe Finland, maybe a place that they don't know. Cheating is not their thing.
Yeah.
Like you see a woman, she's submissive, she's everything, she's ready, she loves you once she sees you and she's ready. It becomes strange to you.
Okay.
Like, wait, I don't know how to respond to this because my entire processing was
You must cheat.
Watch out
you must-
for-
for Yoruba demon.
so your mind is not like, I'm waiting for her to fuck up. So now, in that place, maybe you actually find someone who is genuine, someone who genuinely loves you. And you're the kind of person that all your guards were up. You start looking like, no, I'm waiting for her to sleep. So maybe it's one small thing that does not even matter. Just like, hey, I should have said this, should have something wrong. You know, she can't just love me like that. Now,
Okay.
you're not denying the idea of you getting love at all. Because you're expecting it. But if you now switch it to somebody who is raised in, or who was raised in a loving family,
Okay.
and all they expect is a loving husband, all the guy expects is a loving.
Yeah.
And let's just say they do matchmaking. They bring their other family friend, they bring the two of them find themselves interesting. They're not looking into the outside world, they're not distracted. Wouldn't you say that they are loving themselves
Mm,
based on interest,
Well,
intention, and
I
sacrifice?
would say this. It is not equal because what you're seeing from out, you're not inside.
Mhm.
You're a spectator. What you're seeing looks like they are like on 100 both
Yeah.
of them. But in the real
Deep
sense
down,
of it,
individually.
when you get in, and I know you can't because you're a third party. They themselves, they know what's going on inside. It can't be 100%. I don't think you can ever get love 100 on both sides. It's not possible.
But remember, for
Yes.
it not to be equal, that means you love someone less than they do for you. And you are less intentional about them than they are to you. So love, remember, comes from the main idea of love, at least to me, not generally. My own understanding of love is sacrifice.
Okay.
And the Bible also understands that love is basically sacrificing.
Okay.
So for you to get to a place of, okay, you know what, if there's anything, this is the woman I've decided that if they come to rob us and shoot anybody, I'll make sure that they escape and I'll sacrifice myself. That kind of vibe you get.
I get.
I'm ready to give my life for this person. That's the idea of love, not the on and off love we are used to. I'm talking about the true meaning of love somebody.
Let me tell you a story. Real life story.
Okay.
So there's this girl. Yeah, I know her. She's a friend. And she was dating this guy that was very intentional about her. You get me? Very intentional about her. Like, the guy loves her. The guy works in a bank. She happens to be a student. So he caters for her needs in school and does literally almost everything for her. In terms of bills and stuff, if she needs, he takes care of it. Now, she doesn't love him.
Why?
Exactly. Because in her heart, yeah, she said, he's not my type.
Hey,
It's possible.
But she was with him. She was dating him.
Now, let me now clarify. Do you want to say something?
Just continue.
Yeah. So there's something we need to understand.
Okay.
Remember, someone cannot love you. It's perfectly natural. They
Okay.
are just using your time.
Okay.
They are surviving using your money.
Okay.
They are basically helping their condition.
No,
Wait, though. I'm saying some. I'm not saying everybody. I'm saying some people are like that. Okay,
Remove
this
that
guy
love.
has.
Remove that love from it.
And like I said, the person doesn't love you.
That's business.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's not love. Remove that love part.
know.
That's business.
Okay. So
That is
he asked her to marry him and she said no. She said no, that she was not ready. But she knew in her heart that she doesn't want him. Now what happens next? The guy gets married and finds a way to move on after like 4 years of being with the other girl. Then he found someone not too long after they got married. Now this lady now came on to tell me that she's very sure today that if she should call that guy and say, if your wife, come
That's
and
not
meet me.
love.
That's not
So I
love.
think that guy is married now. But do you think in his house, when you see them, you would think they are probably this like best friends and stuff. But she's convinced that if she calls him now and say, ditch her, come and meet me, he will run and come and meet her.
And that's not that, like, no, we're talking about loving equally now and the
Okay.
idea of love.
Okay.
Now, if we put things in context of they are both interested. Remember, stage one, they're interested
Exactly.
in somebody.
Okay.
They are both interested in each other. Their eyes are lit up for each other.
Okay.
Reasons unknown yet. Now, if you now go deeper and dissect it, okay, maybe the reason why she's even interested in him is the fact that he has money. Not that she loves him.
Exactly. I don't want
It's
that
just
love
the
there.
money that
Okay.
she's after.
Okay. She loves the money.
Yes.
Yeah, she loves
It's
the
not
money.
the guy.
Okay. That's a different context.
Okay.
Now we're talking about, okay, now these people genuinely, like, they're trying to convince us, no, we genuinely love each other. It's not about the money. It's not
Okay.
about her body. It's not
Genuine
about
love.
sex. It's genuine love. I want to see her do well. I care about her, that kind of vibe. Now, that's where the conversation should be in that context. Like, we're talking about real love, not business love.
No business love.
If you're looking it
Not
from
contract.
if you're looking from the place of sacrifice and intentionality, then I can say a little bit equal, because I know that this person is weak at this point, but the moment the person is putting in effort to meet me, I think I want to meet in between to make it better. But still, there's some days I will be down. Let's be sincere. It doesn't mean I'm on and off for love. It doesn't mean that moment I'm down, I don't love him. It doesn't mean that.
That's a very, very interesting take. When you're
Especially
done-
we ladies. During our ovulation period, there are days we can be crazy. It doesn't mean we don't love that guy that much.
Wallah, I don't like that guy's face.
I'm telling you. I was going to say the same thing. That excuse,
like that.
that excuse is old.
I do it.
That excuse is
I
old.
beg you,
Think I should come up with something else. That excuse is
There are
old.
days that will overreact.
I am this.
See,
This is old,
I
bro.
might just call you. You've called me, and I'll just call. I'll be like, okay, let me give you. This is a personal scenario. I said hello, and you slept without talking to me. Masquerade did not pursue you for sleep. What kind of stupid sleep is that? I dropped the call. I didn't see call back. I call again. So you know that I'm supposed to come back. When did you tell to come back? Oh, no wonder. I dropped the call.
You guys just like drama.
Exactly.
so I will agree
For
on
someone
something.
that doesn't understand, you'll be like, oh my God. After the whole drama, just pick the call. How far? So how are you feeling now?
You guys are just overly dramatic.
Overly dramatic.
Like-
But doesn't mean we don't love them.
like-
And you don't
Yeah.
love her at that
So
particular
I
time.
will agree with like something there, which is if you know someone, you know you're intentional. You know. You
You know.
already know that after like when it's 12 o'clock, I'll call her back. I know she can find my phone.
You get?
So that comes from a place of you are interested in this person.
Exactly.
So you know everything about
It's not
the
on a
person.
awful.
That's why I said the whole love language thing. If you are interested in someone, you might not be a gift person, but you know that this person likes gifts.
Exactly.
You make sure to at least get something for her. This person likes me hugging her every time, maybe touching. You will do it. This person likes me telling her she's doing well. Even though she has done rubbish, she cook rubbish, I'll give her a thumbs up like, that being so sweet.
You get, my
You
sister
get?
will tell me, if you want to correct me, first of all say that, you've done a good job. Like you try.
But
Don't put but. What is but?
why would you put
You've
but?
done a good job. Like you really did well.
But what?
But now,
No but. Don't put. She doesn't like that word but. You've already jeopardized the first energy by putting but. So just keep quiet a bit and you would have
Then
done it.
later.
You would have done it better. If not but it would have been better. You look good.
but there's a but there.
She doesn't like that word but.
Okay, now that's like a subjective term.
Yes.
Right? It's cool. Now, if it's someone who is used to her and is intentional about her, like he knows her very well.
Yeah.
Maybe the first time, second time, third time, he has done that, but just what can I now? Intentional man will start thinking of
How to make it better.
How to make it better
That's actually
is-
love an intentional
So that's-
person.
that's
Even
the
as an
context.
intentional lady, not an only intentional.
yeah. So that's the
as an
context of
intentional
love. Me, I want us to talk. Not you see, a lot of people just talk about love. No, not that
Not business love.
Not business love. You know business love. Business love is you find a guy attractive, he has money. That one is superficial. Your mind is on what you can get from
Exactly.
him.
Okay.
You find a girl, she's attractive, she has both front
Okay.
and back. That's superficial, is what you can get in the moment.
And there's one
Now-
beautiful thing about this gender, both male and female, we are understanding. I love your front and back. Can we do business? Friend the benefits.
That one does not happen as often as we think it does.
It doesn't, but still, we still have some. In the long run, emotion comes in.
Yeah,
But
the
Storm
only-
will
the
still be
only
able to,
people-
even if
Always
it's
the
just for the
case.
night.
The only people,
Not always the case.
who achieve
I think
that,
guys does that most.
You fall in
A
love.
guy will tell you, a lady will tell you that I'm not in a relationship with you. We can't date, and they'll still gift you
Gives you what?
gift you what?
any gift.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Have
guys
you-
will still
yes.
give. Oh, okay.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Naturally,
definitely
guys will
now.
still gift you.
So
Why would you be
do
sincere?
don't you think that a guy who is still gifting you, despite you telling him that I don't want to date you and I don't want to be in a relationship, don't you think that he has this high hope?
The level of
That-
gifting, if you are dating, there are some people naturally they are gifters.
No, sure, we are saying the same thing. I'm
Okay.
saying like
The guy is
as a guy,
expecting that
level.
one day you change
one
your
day
mind.
you change your mind.
Yeah,
That's
the
how a
guy-
man
that-
thinks.
that
So it's
guy-
different for if
That
a man,
guy is a simp.
yeah, sure.
Exactly.
What you know the difference between
She
a guy
already said
and a
no.
girl.
Move on.
That's why I respect
I can't
women.
do.
Let me tell you why I respect most women. If a woman says I know do, she's not doing.
Even if you
Trust
say
me, like
from now,
some-
If she's saying I'm not doing, she's not doing. Like she's not going to do. Let me look around and see whether I can like him. No.
in fact,
Once
if you
she
tell
has
me you
made
want
up
to
her
stay for
mind-
corner, don't stay in any corner. Move.
In fact, the longer the guy now with, especially when she does not like him, the longer the more irritating it becomes.
Pissed.
Like, does this guy not have sense or something? Like, it now becomes like
Annoying,
annoying.
irritating.
But guys could just look at you and be like, you said no like 2,000 times. Instead of
Yeah.
just say, okay, she said no, let me be moving on. Like, let me keep trying. Maybe I'll
Maybe one
convince
day.
her.
Not
I've had
me.
so many friends
I
like
would-
that, and we are
No.
good friends.
I would
I
show-
said no, and we became good
Call
friends. They are
that friend
married.
today and say, okay, let's try. You will
You
run
will
at
run
the
and come.
doorstep and-
But
Try.
why-
I will not even
why
try.
are
I
we
will not
like
tell you I
that?
want to try.
That's the thing. That's what I'm saying.
No.
You're just hanging around.
Why are men
hoping.
like that?
I think it's just the nature of.
Now, I want to paint the picture. Look at it. Did you know that based on one or two things I've seen online, I think we have more women on this earth than men.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely, sure.
And if one man is asking one woman out and she says no,
There are more options.
there are more options. Why would you now keep like dancing around for her?
I have
Trying
an
to,
answer to that. actually.
what, why?
So the answer is basically, I don't know. Okay, yeah, the answer is basically like, I'll call it starvation, right?
Okay.
We are so starved to the point where, obviously, it's not easy to get women,
Really?
and we get rejected a lot.
Really?
Yes, men get
I
rejected.
have
more than
another
women.
perspective.
Yeah.
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 So I'm saying, for people who are not getting this access like that, and
Okay.
nobody really cares about us. Somebody asks us how we feel, that kind of vibe,
Yeah.
vibe. And the opposite gender, who they already have options are they can decide to switch anytime. It's easier for them if they say, "Who is next?" A guy is ready to jump in.
Okay.
So you don't really value that in the moment. Like now, the mere presence of a girl even talking to a guy alone feels like I might not find this kind of girl again. No, I might not find this caliber of. It's difficult. So let me try and win this one over. Since she's fine, she's this, she's that. Can I just padlock this one? I know that I have her because to go the circle again,
looking for another one,
is now difficult for as a man. Women, I've seen it. I'm not
Looking
even
for
making
another
things up.
one is not the problem.
No, let me even give a perspective. I've seen this. It's not like I'm making stuff up. I've asked my friends to show me their DMs.
women, yeah.
My jaw just dropped. I was like,
But
wow.
why is it like that? I keep
No,
asking.
that's what I'm saying.
Why?
You have options. No, I won't say all women, no. But if you're attractive as a woman, you're attractive, your profile picture is attractive, your posts are 4K quality, showing your skin popping and everything. There are guys that will be in your DM saying, hey, what's up?
Sure.
Hi, hey, what's up?
Now,
what's up,
don't
what's
forget
up?
what I said. We have more women than men.
Yes.
Does it mean that one man will be in the DM of like 20 women?
One man will be in the DM of
100.
20 men, of 100 women, because they are trying to
Just try
try.
here.
They're just trying.
Why? Why?
If they had like a woman, they are like, how will I put it, that has their attention.
Okay.
Trust me, to reduce the amount
Yes.
of women, it will reduce.
It
They won't
will
be in
reduce.
DMs of 100
So
women.
many, yes.
It will now reduce to like maybe 15.
So what are you still looking for?
Chill now. Now it now depends on the guy.
Okay.
Like maybe
Choice.
the guy is just his eyes everywhere. But if he's an intentional man that already has found his wife,
Okay.
you lock his DM, he's no more doing.
Hmm.
He's no longer interested.
One man, 100 women.
That's the thing. Now it now
Okay,
switches
last time.
because you can confirm. Tell me if he applies, right? Why is it that once a guy gets a girlfriend, all the women are not like, oh, I find him attractive,
Or even a wife.
or a wife?
Every man is married.
You've
Women
always
just
found
start
him
coming.
attractive.
No. So like I've been in a situation where like I'm single, I have friends, I have crushes that are not interested in. Even while try being direct, like, hey, so let's go. I'm not interested. The moment I go into a relationship
We've seen
and I decide to see my teeth shining with my partner, we are going places, we are
Couple
doing this.
goals.
Couple goes away, blah blah. I'm happy for you, blah 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 blah.
You just got to see your seriousness.
Serious. Oh,
Oh,
really?
seriousness. Oh, yeah, you're about
Nobody
to
wants to
say,
be the sample
you're about
now.
to say,
We feel she don't sample.
And what's interesting about that is it didn't my say it's harmless now, they're just happy for you. No. There are some that were direct, like, what's up now? How
Yes,
far
now.
your babe?
This is
are
a
you guys still
specimen.
together?
And she's a specimen. We've seen how far you can do now.
Specimen.
Yes.
So you want to come and overtake?
We've seen how far you
Oh,
can
she has
go now.
confirmed. Oh, she has confirmed that you are legit.
You
Okay,
get
let's now
These people,
come and hide.
they are complicated. There's no book to understand the head or the brain of a woman.
at all.
But you know that actually now like contradicts the whole idea from your perspective. In the sense that if you are now seeing like, okay, women are just waiting for the next best, the whole idea of love now becomes tainted. Because remember, love is something that, okay, I will be intentional about this person. Like it builds up.
Yeah.
Now, you're no more smiling. I'm no more fine. I'm on my sick bed. I look ugly. No makeup, no nothing. The guy still feel like, my dear, let me take your view, blah, blah, blah. Will he still be there? Just, can't. Let me just give it a medicine. Let me go back. Same thing with the guy. When it's now like, money is not flowing in the way he doesn't have to buy that expensive stuff. He has reduced the quality. You now feel like, what's going on now?
That means it wasn't love.
Wasn't
It's not love.
It wasn't love.
Okay, exactly.
No love. It's no love.
It was
You get to
something-
understand. There's understanding in between being intentional. Okay. I personally, I love to have a big gift of probably a laptop. But you can afford to get me a phone. Does that mean because you did not get me that laptop? Say I don't love you. No. There's understanding in between. This is what I can afford. At that moment, the person could not afford the gift. It doesn't mean the love should disappear. Someone has been doing it before, and all of a sudden couldn't afford it. No. Understanding is in between.
It's sad, but I think that's like the general imitation nowadays.
This is a wrong.
And that's
Sure.
why a lot of, I'm sorry, I'm not defending this.
No, it's actually a wrong notion.
I'm even saying I'm not defending this particular category of men, but that's why a lot of men believe that money is the first stage before they can now, okay, let me go and look for wife. Because they know that they feel Even I feel that same.
And that's why
sometimes,
most of them
that
will not
without
marry right.
this money, this woman will not even.
And that's
Look
why they
at
will
me,
not
look
marry
at me.
right.
Huh?
And that's why they don't marry right.
It's not about marrying right. There are even some women that, let's just say, they are even good. If the money is not flowing, you start to exercise other options the way they want it to. They can like you. I like that he's kind. I like that he's energetic. I like that he's ambitious. They're not like, this is the third day. I'm not.
Majority of women,
I'm not getting there.
their
Like,
love
let me try
languages. Now,
Gifts.
this is now off that book we talked about.
Yeah.
Yeah, majority of women, their love languages have money.
they have money.
That is their love language. Majority of women, what they do, they
There's
just
a
want you to
different
have
thing
money.
between you not having and you not communicating. I really want to get this for you. I don't have much with me.
How long understanding girlfriend don't enter?
That's when they're not truly for being
Understanding. They say understanding. You're understanding. Majority of
There's
women
always
out there, they just-
there's always understand. Why is our parents still together?
Our
Why the
parents-
husband and
no,
wife
no,
stay
no, no,
together?
no.
Now
Now,
understanding
let's not
comes
mix
in too now.
generations.
Exactly.
Let's not mix generation.
There was
Our
no
parents-
Instagram.
Our parents.
That's true anyway.
Exactly. Our parents were like, they grew up in an era where phones did not exist like that.
Exactly.
There was no Instagram where you can easily communicate with somebody.
No
living in
Facebook.
Kwara or Kaduna. There was
That's
no
true.
Facebook. In fact, the idea of work came from a place of sacrifice. The
Yes.
woman understood that I'm going to serve this person because he's basically working, and like work was different then. But
Yes.
now a woman can work and now tell you that I don't actually need your money. So what else are you doing?
As in,
She
and
can
it's always giving
confidently
one
come and
person
tell
one
you,
kind joy. Like
I'm a boss person, so you can't use money
To get me.
to get me. Now there's that category. I'm not saying
yes,
that.
yes,
So
yes.
the
I
idea of
think we
submission
even
is now
had.
different.
I think we
Even
even
though you
had
can't use money
genuine love
You
then than what we have
Definitely.
now. than what we
Yes.
practice
Definitely.
now. We had
Yes.
genuine love. I would love you. I would live in your car with you. I'll live anywhere as far as it is with you. Then, but now,
No.
Guys who take it for granted.
How?
How?
Thank you. By the time the money comes, the story changes.
No.
I'm talking about then and now. The
We're
difference
talking about
is-
then and now.
The difference is
The
clear.
same thing. You guys take it for granted.
I remember my auntie telling me about my parents that you know that your parents they will fight, like serious quarrel and fighting. My mom will still go into the kitchen and cook and kneel down and say, "Mama, you know,"
Then
and they'll go and sleep on the same bed.
emphasis. Then.
Then
You get that's what I'm saying.
we
Then
still do it. Which one is emphasis? Then emphasis. Then
now if
Now your gender.
we still do it. Which one is your agenda? We still
No,
do
you
it.
guys have gone through like
Lot of heartbreaks.
not heartbreaks. I would say a change, generational change.
Yes.
And it has impacted the way you guys think, the way you guys express love, give love, show love, and even want love. It has really influenced the way you guys do a lot of things that concerns the home. You see people come online and say, "What is submission? I can't submit to a man." Blah blah blah. And stuff. The generational change.
I will submit to take care of me.
That is you. You
I
are
will
one.
submit. Just
You're
take care of
one.
me.
You're one in a
Take
billion
care of
of
me, oh.
women. She's just one.
Me, I like to
One
spend
that
my
agreed to
money. Oh.
submit. Now we have like a billion more that are telling you, it's a woman's world, blah blah blah.
It's
Submission
no
is a thing
woman's
of the
world,
past.
oh,
don't
my
submit.
dear.
You understand? So if I were to choose between this generation and the one of the past, I'll pick then because I think I was not meant to be here.
I'm meant to be here. Oh.
I'm
I was
also
not
old
meant to
school.
be
I'm
here.
also old school, but I'll just round it up with this, right? I believe that we choose who we try to imitate,
Yes.
choose who we take advice from,
Yeah.
right? And I always remind myself that you see these people who are giving me advice, especially the feminists who say, "Oh, you don't need a man." They will grow old and lonely, and they'll try to convince you that it's okay. Meanwhile, the reality is it's not.
Sad.
To
That's the truth. That's the reality.
not.
So a lot of young
not.
girls imitate the wrong people. See, Beyonce is the one that is single ladies,
Yeah,
boss
single
bitch, that kind of thing.
ladies, yeah.
Same thing with Cardi B and all of them. They are all in their husband's house.
Exactly.
being lonely. is
Happily
not
married with
funny.
your kids.
Being
With your
lonely is
kids.
not funny.
Yeah,
it's not
it's
funny,
not.
especially
We
for
all need
ladies.
to-
No.
We all need each
Try for
other.
everyone. Being lonely is not good.
It's not good. We all need each other. And
We
if
all
we're
need each
to
other.
at least try and educate our viewers or something, I would say that you don't be desperate. Don't be, oh, my clock is ticking. can find husband.
Don't go and marry rubbish. Don't go
That's
and marry rubbish. Which clock is ticking?
And same thing with guys. Most guys don't like the desperation not to be lonely. Like I don't want to be. I just want somebody.
The
around.
desperation is not as much as that of the ladies because you start counting menopause. Your
No,
mommy,
yours at least you can even say that one now reaches when you're like getting
40, 50,
50.
50.
40. By the time you start
Menopause
getting to
is-
30, your parents have started calling
Yes.
you. And
I'm
for the
even
guys,
saying
they still believe that the
guys-
guy is still making money.
It's worse for guys because guys already start at a very young age. Like as of 18, 19. They're already trying to get into relationships they're not
Yeah.
prepared for. Now they want to be in a relationship so they are not lonely.
Okay.
That's the only reason why. It's not like they genuinely like this person. Now what they're now doing is they're now jeopardizing the future of this person that they're bringing into their life.
Yes.
The girl.
Because it's not coming from the
You
place
now
of
waste
love.
like 3 years of her life when she's supposed to have found
7
someone
years.
intentional.
Yes.
You now waste 3 years, 4 years saying, maybe you're now mature. The guy now mature. You're like, oh, I don't really like her. Now,
Oh, that's
Papa.
go.
Hi.
she now goes on Twitter
Well,
saying, screw all
That
men.
kind of lady.
Men has come, men
What
has
do
come.
you
Men has come, men has
expect?
come. So the only thing is, like I said, advice, right? Men should try and discipline themselves. Women have more discipline than men. It's sad,
Yeah, that's true. That's
but
true.
they do.
Us men, we are cheap.
We are very, very cheap.
We are too cheap.
No, the word is we are disposable. We are very, very disposable.
We are just
it's sad,
cheap.
but it's just reality.
You know what? I'm proud to be a lady right now.
Yeah,
See me, I'm
right.
listening. I'm enjoying it.
That's cool. So I think we just round it up with don't go into relationships if you are desperate. Don't be in a hurry. Be intentional. Like
Very intentional.
be very, very intentional. Look out for the red flags. The red flags shouldn't be petty things like, oh, doesn't have a car.
Oh,
It's
it's
not
not
about-
toothpaste in the
As
middle.
much as you don't want to as much as you don't want to be an understanding girlfriend, at the same time, you just have to understand.
Yeah, you
This is
understand.
This
Like
is very unrelated. Bisola, where do you press your toothpaste? In the middle or from the
From the yansh, from the base, and I actually detest pressing from the middle. What's one custom? Now you blind, you cannot push.
What about
actually
you?
from
And
the
you-
bottom.
From the bottom.
I like when I like squeeze it.
Squeeze it.
Exactly.
Yes. I don't like when you just pick toothpaste and you're just in the middle. What's that? That's
What?
messy.
That's messy. Exactly.
But it's not a red flag.
It's not a red flag. It's more
Not a red
like
flag. Just
I'm
like-
noticing some things I
correct.
should not even correct.
One
Train
beautiful
myself
thing
to
about
just
marriage
be-
is if you are not careful, you imitate it. You will start doing it. By the time you start complaining over time, darling,
That's very true. So I dated
you will,
someone.
you will end up doing it.
Oh,
So
okay.
I dated someone, right? And this is why I said like being intentional comes like has a lot of influence in people's lives. So I love this person. I used to bite my nails.
Okay.
Like I'm a chronic nail biter. And this person hated it. But she didn't tell me she like, oh, I hate it. She just said to smack my hand
That's the
in public. Like we'll go to like a restaurant and she just stop it. I'm like, then it got to a point where anytime I now want to do it,
yeah.
I just remember that she doesn't like this.
And you
I
stop.
just stop.
Intentional. You get intentional.
But since then,
That's
I've
the sweet
never like,
part.
the impulse, like the that impulsive whatever to just bite. It's not
yeah.
there again. I'm like, it's not weird. Like
Over time, that's
How?
one thing about being together. If the two of you are being together, there's one way or the other you will influence me. I will.
so the intention. That
There's
means
always influence. If you are being intentional, there should be influence.
so we can conclude
That.
that
Love is intentional.
Love is equal.
equal.
If possible.
Well,
Partial.
in
If you are looking from a
conclusion,
place of intentionality, they will
If you are
say
going
equal
from a place
because
of
I'm
being
trying.
intentional,
equal. So
love can be
50.
equal. Love can be 50-50.
From the place of being
I still don't agree,
intentional.
but-
So this is the math for me. 100 from your end, from your own will. 100
Okay.
from your own end.
Okay.
Meet halfway. Also
50-50.
50-50.
Yes.
Then what will happen to the other 50 that I have?
You don't understand. 100% energy, like you are intentional about
Okay.
giving your 100%
Okay.
into the relationship.
Okay.
The other person is giving 100%.
That makes it
When you
100.
meet in the middle, it's now 50-50.
The remaining 50 is
okay,
for the
okay.
days I'm down.
Go and bring it for
Yes, from the store.
All right. So at the end of the day, they agreed that love can be equal. Well, no,
And I'm
I
sure
don't
we're
think
able
so.
to influence you
I
to
don't
kind
think
of
so.
look at it partially, maybe not 100,
Yeah,
but you
maybe
have
not
this
100.
70 that at least that is where you're talking about
But
picking
wait,
from the
let's
store.
ask our viewers, what do you think? Do you think love can be equal?
Yeah,
It is an
actually.
open conversation. I would love to read comments about it and smile all along. It's always interesting reading the comments too.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be the only one talking.
us-
I think it becomes interactive. It will help us for the next topic too.
Yes, let us know your thoughts in the comment, guys. Do you think that love can be equally shared, or
Yeah.
do you think it's just a one-sided, experience? That's all for this episode. Let us know what you think. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and hit that red
That
thing.
red thing there.
There's a red thing there. Looks
Hit
red,
it.
kind of. I'll see you guys next
Hit
time
it.
in the next episode.
It's out.
Bye.
Abisola.